Welcome to the University of Oklahoma College of Arts and Sciences Convocation, and congratulations to the class of 2020. On behalf of the faculty and staff of the college, I welcome all of you who are joining remotely across the country and world. Traditionally, the outstanding senior of the graduating class is invited to give remarks at our college convocation. However, this year has been unlike any other in so many ways that it's fitting this convocation celebration will not follow our traditional format, as we will have two student speakers. This year, the college is tremendously proud of the rare honor of having the overall outstanding senior for the university, Carson Ball, in addition to our College of Arts and Sciences outstanding senior, Nishit Garg, who will both speak tonight. Carson Ball is double majoring in political science and Native American studies with a concentration in tribal governance and policy. He is a leading campus voice for education equity, bridging the gap between potential and opportunity for students from disadvantaged backgrounds. He is a co-founder with Miguel Chavez of Miracle Mindset, which was created to serve high school freshmen from across the entire state with the purpose of eliminating the achievement gap and persistent disparity of educational resources, information, and opportunities among at-risk youth from low-income backgrounds by providing students with the essential tools and encouragement needed to be successful in high school and beyond. Miracle Mindset has helped more than 200 high school students through mentorship, and it was recently selected by the Clinton Global Initiative University, which challenges the next generation of leaders to turn ideas into action. As an OU Carl Albert Center Civic Engagement Fellow, he helped coordinate a voter registration drive that attracted 700 registrants and earned OU a spot on 2018's America's Best Colleges for Student Voting list by Washington Monthly magazine. After graduation, Ball plans to pursue a master's in political science and a career in public and nonprofit administration. Please welcome Carson Ball.
Hello everyone, my name is Carson Ball, and my pronouns are he, him. This year, I have the privilege to be your speaker for the 2020 Convocation at the University of Oklahoma, an institution founded upon the indigenous lands of the Caddo and Wichita people. It is no secret that our graduating class has been plagued by troubling times. We have witnessed explicit acts of racism by our campus and throughout the country, experienced constant turnover in our university's leadership, and are currently living through a pandemic that has taken over 200,000 innocent American lives. It's been hard, very hard for us students. We have often had to advocate for the changes we want to take place at our institution. I'm continuously inspired by my fellow classmates who view adversities as opportunities to create impactful change. It is notable, though, that this is not the role of a student. We attend this university to learn, to acquire knowledge, to better ourselves, yet we are the ones continuously called upon to protect and improve the collective community of OU. Our class has dared to be powerful. Students have organized and led sit-ins, marches, and public forums, all to create a more equitable environment for our current, future, and past students of this institution. Some may call our class radical for our demands for equity. However, as Angela Davis said herself, radical simply means grasping things at the root. You see, students here aim to solve our university's problems now, instead of waiting for these changes to maybe happen down the line. You see, moving forward, I believe this mindset, paired with the selfless acts of bravery by so many members of the OU community, will forever be remembered by our graduating class. In the future, we will recall these times in which we are able to come together as one, to fight, and to make a stand. Because outside of this university, we are bound to be confronted by additional roadblocks. Although, as our graduating class knows better than anyone, with every roadblock, an alternate route is created. Now, before I go, I'd be remiss if I did not end on this note. As a graduating member of this class, I believe it is important to acknowledge how crucial our education is in our current society. We live in an age where evidential arguments and reason are pushed to the wayside, while knowledge and scientific facts are dismissed by the general public. The level of public discourse among our national political representatives has not in recent years matched the intellectual rigor that we have come to expect from our education. Therefore, as academics and graduates of the university, we must utilize our education to its full potential. No matter where our lives take us, we must always stay strong in the pursuit of equity and knowledge. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2020.
Thank you, Carson, for inspiring us. I now have the distinct pleasure to introduce our next speaker, Nishit Garg, who is this year's Outstanding Senior in the College of Arts and Sciences. Nishit is a pre-med student majoring in biology, and he also earned a minor in human relations. Championing the interests of diversity and inclusion has been one of his primary purposes in life. Nishit has become a member of the International Advisory Committee for 2 years, where he serves the diverse international community at OU. In addition, he's the Life Sciences representative on Student Government Association Undergraduate Student Congress and is a member of the Human Diversity Committee. As a member of SGA, he wrote a resolution to seek halal, vegan and gluten-free signage and food options in campus dining, which received unanimous support, and urged campus administration to implement the resolution to better accommodate the needs of our diverse community. Nishit plans to continue his education and attend medical school. Currently, he's joined the MCAT prep group as their general secretary to help fellow pre-meds prepare for the challenging exam. He intends to become a doctor who advocates for better healthcare access to rural and underserved communities around the country. He is well on his way in this pursuit as he currently serves as a governing board member of a rural hospital in Prague, Oklahoma, as a part of his mission.
Thank you, Dean Robel, for the introduction. And I would like to thank the College of Arts and Sciences for their support in my journey through college and the opportunity to address Class of 2021 today. It is my great honor to address my fellow graduates on one of the most important and prosperous days of our lives. Throughout the series of ups and downs, passes and fails, last-minute crunches, and all-nighters, we've all strived to get to this point, and we made it. It is needless to say that we have done so during a time when the whole world faces an unprecedented crisis which put us through a unique set of challenges. Be it dealing with the loneliness caused by social distancing, to cutting distances by constantly checking on friends virtually, be it giving that 15-minute-long Zoom presentation for your final, only to realize you were muted this whole time. Be it that one corner of your house that looks better than the others. Graduating amid a global pandemic is a huge deal. Guess why? Because we're finally eligible to stand up to our parents and grandparents when they boast about the number of rivers they had to cross to go to school. We saw and we're seeing it all during these times. And despite of all these challenges, here we are, proudly embracing our tassels and regalias to introduce the world with the enlightenment we have gained at the University of Oklahoma. None of this would have been possible without the commendable leadership of the university administration, led by President Joe Harris, who empathetically helped redesign our curriculums to ensure the best possible education to us despite the circumstances. On this occasion, I would like to start by shedding light on what we will be taking away from our journeys navigating our degree at the College of Arts and Sciences. Just like any of my fellow graduates, I too brought a bag of dreams when I enrolled at the University of Oklahoma in spring 2018. As an immigrant, I came to the United States to live the American dream, and my 4 years on campus have been an important stepping stone. It not only provided me with the knowledge and the experiences to succeed in life, but also helped me become a better version of myself each day by learning from the diversity that surrounded me. It taught me how to think outside the box. It made me realize the value of my voice to raise concerns about the social issues we face today. And I want to say this, it is easy to be disheartened. It is easy to lose hope looking at those numbers, indicating countless number of people dying of the COVID-19 pandemic. It is easy to lose hope looking at those raging fires destroying our forests and the melting ice caps putting millions at risk of mass migration. It is easy to lose hope when in the current society your race, religion, or gender changes how the world perceives you. However, historically humanity has faced many challenges, and we overcome them to this day. To deal with such challenges, there was always that one generation to change the existing perceptions of the society and push humanity forward. Let's be that generation. There's always hope, and in this case, the hope is us. The hope is us when we put our acquired knowledge to play as we educate the ones around us about the problems we face. The hope is us when we make our voices heard to bring about the changes we want to see in the society. The hope is us when we unite across all the barriers that make us different. The hope is us when we effectively transmit our enlightenment to our descending generations and carry forward with the change. I encourage everyone here to consider their time at the University of Oklahoma as a tool to drive humanity through these challenges and make the changes we want to see in the world. Here, I would also like to thank our wonderful teachers, advisors, and mentors for being the preceding generation that passed the baton of knowledge to us to bring about the changes they wanted to see themselves. Well, I would like to switch gears and come back to present, because this is our moment. Celebrate it. Give your loved ones a hug. Maybe give yourselves a day. And let's get back on the road towards the big things we want to achieve in life tomorrow. I wish we all continue to be resilient and find our way forward, just like we prevailed through the obstacles put on our path by the pandemic. I would like to end by quoting our very own Black Panther, Chadwick Boseman, when he said, quote, "In times of crisis, the wise build bridges while the foolish build barriers. We must find a way to look after one another as if we were one single tribe." Good luck to everyone for their prosperous and inclusive journeys ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, Nishit, for those inspirational words. Dear parents, family members, and friends of our December 2020 graduates in the College of Arts and Sciences and faculty and staff of the college, thank you for everything you've all done to help this remarkable group of students reach this momentous point in their lives and their professional and intellectual development, where they can take the skills they've learned on our campus and go off and make the world their stage and make history of their own. Graduates, I'm so proud as Dean of the College to have this opportunity to help celebrate your accomplishments. But today, I'd like to talk to you as a historian, which I am by training. History for me is absolutely not a predictive science, but it is a profoundly important tool. There are many popular metaphors for and catchphrases about the significance of history, and most of them are just plain wrong. Hindsight, for example, is not 20/20 vision. If it were, we'd all agree on what happened in the past and why it's important, and we don't. We don't study history to avoid repeating the mistakes of the past. It's just not that simple. History doesn't repeat itself, though it rhymes on occasion, as Mark Twain astutely suggested. And please, if you place any value on the sanity of your history professors, never use the phrase "back in the day" in a history class. It's just not helpful in a field that places value on knowing precisely when things happened and in what order. History might be compared to the rear-view and side-view mirrors in our cars. We can inform present thinking and policy by illuminating past actions, processes, and consequences. We look occasionally, but purposefully, in our rear-view and side-view mirrors, and we see the twists and turns, the inclines and declines, the obstacles and the clear stretches, the progress and the regress that we've made, and by doing so, we're better prepared to navigate the twists and turns we face in the present and the ones that we will face in the future. So to you, the December 2020 graduates of our college, take a look in the rearview mirrors that illuminate your respective intellectual journeys at OU, and you'll all see roads taken and not taken, and obstacles navigated and surmounted that are personal to you. These are the contours of your individual pathways. I know that many of you have had internships and study abroad experiences cancelled. Some of you have lost jobs, and some of your parents and other family members have lost jobs because of this pandemic and its far-reaching economic effects. We have students from other countries who've not been able to return to Norman to be with us this semester. But I would venture that you'll also see in your rearview mirrors a set of collective experiences that characterize you as a class of OU graduates. You've experienced a racial crisis, and some members of this class have taken up leadership roles to move our university forward, to make it a better, more diverse, equitable, and inclusive home for every member of our family. Many members of this class have stood in solidarity with those efforts to realize that we're stronger together. You're the class that got it done, the one that put us firmly on the pathway to progress. You'll also find that your respective rearview mirrors coalesce into one big rearview mirror as you consider your place in history as one of the very few graduating classes in history to experience a global pandemic, to worry about the well-being of your friends and family for a whole new set of reasons, and to come to class masked and cognizant of the need to protect each other and help us make it through this as a community. You overcame the complications and the obstacles of masked and socially distanced in-person learning, hybrid and online delivery models, and you navigated through the classes that faculty had to shift back and forth from mode to mode, sometimes week by week, in an effort to provide the best possible learning experience under truly challenging conditions. You might also have been distracted from or pulled off your respective pathways of progress by the late October ice storm and accompanying power outages, or as the nation experienced one of the most tumultuous election seasons in modern history. Just more things to add to the pandemic pile of challenges you faced and surmounted to be here today. The real power of history is in forcing us to remember the past, to look in our mirrors. It's hard to forget this if you own a car or ever sit in one. You'll find the warning engraved on the side view mirrors themselves. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. The convexity of these mirrors gives them a panoramic field of vision that's helpful, but that wide perspective comes at the expense of making things appear smaller than they actually are and further away. But the past is right there behind us and is a bigger, more pervasive force than we might imagine. Don't ever underestimate the past. Don't ever make it less significant than it is. What you've experienced individually and collectively has been transformative. So the key now is to determine what to do with the experiences of the past, how to make your rearview mirrors count. You've all played a part in making things better in our college and at our university. You've all taken our college mission seriously. We master existing knowledge. We create new knowledge and understanding through our research, scholarship, and professional development, and we put that new knowledge and understanding to work to make our communities stronger. You've had a set of truly demanding individual and collective experiences on top of the standard challenges that accompany earning a university degree. You really have triumphed over adversity, and I know that you will make your history matter by taking on the challenges that you are now so thoroughly prepared for. The steadfastness and resilience you've shown in overcoming and removing the obstacles that have stood in your pathways to progress and those that have stood in the way of our university position you to do great things in your lifetimes, great things in the service of society, in the assistance and support and uplift of others, in the improvement of our nation and world. Remember your history and make that history matter, and you will make the world better. It's a big challenge, and you're up for it. And please, 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 drive carefully. Congratulations, class of 2020. Please join me in recognizing this year's graduates of the College of Arts and Sciences. In this virtual ceremony, each graduate is recognized in an individual personal achievement slide at the bottom of this website. Graduates can be searched by name or college. We're truly proud of each and every one of you. Class of 2020, on behalf of all of the faculty and staff of the College of Arts and Sciences, know this: we will always be here for you. We could not be more proud of you. We know that you will enhance and lead our society and make it stronger.